Hello. Hey, my family. I finally figured out this Google Hangout stuff. So, yeah, I wasn't even going to go on live right now. I was just messing around with some stuff. Actually, I was getting ready to do a tutorial um, with one of the group work. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't even mean to. Will you take that upstairs for me? I'll be up. I'll be up there in a minute. I'm on live. I think. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, baby. Thank you. Okay. So anyway, I am making this broadcast because I am trying to connect to my people better and everything like that. A lot of you have actually, set up sessions with me, gotten work done with me through the live streams and everything like that. And so um, I want to make sure that you all are connecting with me. And for those of you that, may not be able to actually pay me for a session or whatever, and you just need to connect with me, I want to make sure that I'm available this way, so that I can answer, some questions or whatever in the chat. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Okay. So I'm not really sure if there's really anybody joining me right now at this moment, but I can say that it is showing that the Google Hangouts here is uh, hearing my voice. So, yeah. Oh, I got 5 viewers. Okay, okay, I can see you guys now. I didn't think I was able to do that before. Got 4 viewers. Okay, so let me see what else I need to do to make sure I see you guys so I can answer your questions. Because I don't think I need to invite people, or do I need to invite people? Hmm. Whatever I do, I don't want to stop broadcast. Okay, let me check something out. Maybe I can see what's going on YouTube. Do, 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 do.
Artificial air conditioning all day, every day without leaving.
Um, hmm. And it's the full moon, so I'm here in my altar room in the middle of work, a lot of work, but you know, the spirits they do their thing, So, hmm yes, I'm seeing I'm live now. I'm live with you all. That's awesome. That's awesome. Live now. I'm live with you all. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I see Meat Eating Orchard says live now. I'm live with you all. awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I see meat eating orchard. Okay, I see meat eating orchard. Can you guys hear me okay? Send me some feedback and let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Okay? Send me some feedback and let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Send me some feedback and let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Send me some feedback and let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Wow, is this gonna keep repeating that or what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm live. But I'm live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm live. But I'm live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my take is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my take on it is that. So my take is. So my take on it is that. You should hear me clear, but I'm hearing double voices on my end. You should hear me clear, but I'm hearing double voices on my end. I'm hearing double voices on my end. Because I want to get it to where you guys are actually interacting with me, like we can talk with each other. That's what I really want. I don't want it just to be about me talking. I want, for the both of us to connect with each other and everything. So, if I can figure that out, we'll be good to go. And which I know I will be able to soon. So, yeah. I've came this far and I'm seeing progression, which I've never seen this before. So that lets me know, yeah, eventually it's gonna be better. Eventually, can you guys hear like any weird background noises or how is it sounding right now? Can you hear me all right? Can you guys hear like any weird background noises or how is it sounding right now? Can you hear me all right? How is it sounding right now? Casper, what is reverb? Yes, yes, everyone. It's saying it's on, but mm. Let me see if there's something else I can do. Okay, let me see. Hmm. It's even showing something on my live stream saying my stream status is okay and all of this stuff on here. What is okay? But like I said, what I really want is for to hear you guys' voice and everything, so we can go back and forth and I can hear, what you're talking about or, your issues or, what you're wanting to touch upon and everything like that. So, yeah. Take a look. Yeah. Casper says works now. Okay. Okay, so it works now. You can hear me? All of you can hear me? Okay. Okay, so it works now. You can hear me? All of you can hear me? Okay. Okay, so it works now. You can hear me? All of you can hear me? Okay. Okay, so it works now. You can hear me? Thanks, Casper. So I will say this. One of the things that I'm kind of like not feeling, and it could be something on my end, is that I'm speaking, but I'm also getting like a double message. Like I've already spoken, and it's like another take and another take. You know what I mean? So that makes me concerned. Like, are you guys hearing me like straight off the bat, straight off the cuff? Like, are you hearing me? With like getting all of this static or information and everything like that. So that's my main thing. Turn down your speakers because you need headphones. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. What about earphones? Esoteric. Would that work? What about earphones? Esoteric. Would that work? Okay, let me try it. Okay, let me try it. Okay. Hello. Casper says perfect. Space Ghost says perfect. Esoteric said we hear you twice because that play. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Esoteric, I didn't even tune into live stream tonight. I just did the Google Hangouts. Esoteric, I didn't even tune into live stream tonight. I just did the Google Hangout. Esoteric says you can't listen to live stream or we'll hear it. Esoteric says you can't listen to live stream or we'll hear it. Okay, well you're not hearing anything, right? Okay, well you're not hearing anything, right? Casper says your mic sounds good. Okay. Casper says your mic sounds good. Okay. Esoteric says I hear you twice. LOL. Space Ghost says like an echo. Yeah, that's what I don't want. I don't want you guys to hear me like that. So, do I have something else running? Is that what it is? So, do I have something else running? Is that what it is? Are you watching for the stream from the separate device to watch chat? Are you watching for the stream from the separate device to watch chat? Hey, esoteric. Yeah, the other. Hey, esoteric. Yeah, the other page is up. Okay, yeah, the other page is up. I'm like right here. I'm watching from the YouTube page. But the other but the other one is up. This other one is up. Where it says stop broadcast live. You that Google Hangouts. That's up. Stop broadcast live. You and Google Hangouts. That's up. And and uh and like when I speak, it's like doing this thing with the circle. It's like beating or whatever. And a green light is going on. Says new event in which you talk about what is going on. 5 viewers, links you live. This will take an example. I stream with my tablet, but I watch from my laptop, so I mute my laptop. Oh. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want you. Gosh, you can hear me, hon? That's awesome. That lets me know what I need to do now. Yes. For those of you can hear me and everything on this full moon. It will be on a full moon, right? Throw your thumbs up in the air, okay? Full moon. Like I said, I'm doing a tutorial tonight and I got my stuff laid out. I got my herbs, my spices, my other killer ingredient and everything like this. And you guys are going to be blown away because I got this tutorial from a young lady in one of these Facebook groups that I have been, connecting with and everything. And the name of the group is called Let's Talk Magic by Jasmine Adden. And you guys probably know Jasmine Adden. She's on YouTube as well. And I love her group. And I've been growing with her group and just connecting with other people in her group. And I know it's kind of hard to get into. I think she's got like over 10,000 people in her group and everything, but you know, you learn a lot. And so I connected with a sister that does, hoodoo as well, because y'all know I do hoodoo. And, you know, every person that was raised up or have connections with people that did hoodoo and voodoo from the South, every house has different ways of how they did things growing up. Like this house might work with this herb or this house might work with another herb. And so then it's just passed down, from lineage to lineage, from family to family. So, you know, the way that this sister did her workings or whatever, I was like, wow. I said, I got to make a YouTube video off of this. And I asked her permission and everything, and she gave me her blessing and everything. So, that tutorial is coming up soon. Okay. And I know you all are going to appreciate it. And it ain't nothing like, yes. So esoteric says no more echo, right? That's awesome. So, what are you guys up to tonight? Are you working, doing any workings for the full moon? Space Ghost giving me her hearts. Ah, let me give you my hearts too. And let me know if you're doing anything special for the full moon tonight. And Esoteric said, did a travel spell. Esoteric, am I saying your name right, hun? Esoteric says, I don't know what I'll do yet. Okay. I hear you. Okay, let me see how many people are in the chat tonight. I got a lot of people already thumbs down in my video, but it's all good. Mr. Yeah, maybe green candle and $35. Space Girl says, yes, it stormed really hard, so I collect a bunch of storm water and just, you know what? It stormed where I live too. It stormed really, really hard. And, you know, I was thankful for that. So, the moon has just been showing up and showing out and everything like that. The full moon being in Scorpio and it being in having to do with, cleansings and everything like that. And I don't know about you all, and I don't mean to sound disgusting, but have any of you all felt like, you've been getting detoxed during yesterday, today? Like, like, are you going to the bathroom a lot? You know what I mean? Because like I feel lighter, like a lot of weight is just like lifted off of me. You know what I mean? So yeah. Esoteric says doing a banish negativity before drawing something right now. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you have to banish things so you can draw something positive to you. And Space X Ghost says yes. Yeah, I always be cleansing. Yes, yes, you always have to cleanse and your spiritual baths. I don't care. Listen, let me give you girls a secret, okay? I'm not saying that I know everything, okay? I'm 43 years old, but I'm still learning as well. And, I learn from younger people too. A lot of you younger people, you're crystal children. You have important information that you are supposed to give us, who are older, that comes from, that generation, indigo, warriors and things like that, which, I was born in my life to just come in here fighting, okay? So I listen to a lot of younger people who are true crystal children, and they give us information to help ourselves because we were tied into uh Christian religion or Muslim religion or different Jewish, different types of religions that um stopped our progress and growth. So it would be good, especially if you're not like really sure like what path you want to go on and things like that. Connect yourself to crystals, connect yourself to crystal children, so the people that, that live in that light, because they can say some things to you that can help you so that you're not stuck and you're not, suffering or hurting or get confused. And I hope that makes sense. I'm not going to go on and on about that, but I just wanted to put that out there because, that was something that helped me. I had a younger crystal child, help me in my life, with, me being, elder. I wouldn't say elderly, but me being, a seasoned witch. I'm not a crown witch yet, but me being a seasoned witch, I think it's important that we listen to a lot of our younger people that can help us, and but with that it becomes something of, we have to make sure, especially if you're a younger person, make sure that you respect your elders. I'm going to listen to you more if you have respect for me. If you're wanting to help me. Um, Let me see. Uh, Casper says, does lunar charge tap water work? You know what? This is my take on it, Casper. If you're going to get your water from the tap, then you need to put your water in the moonlight, consecrate it, pray over it or whatever, and bless your water yourself. You know, um, yeah, basically. Okay, and Space Exo says moon water. Okay, Esoteric says yes. Thanks for not being ageist. Like I hate ageist people who get threatened by youngins. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. And I've been at that situation myself in my lifetime, but the main thing is just, to respect your elders. Even if you feel like you know more about them, don't rub it in their face like I know more about you. You're just a baby. You don't know anything. And listen to me. I can show you. I tell you what to do. Like, no, no, no. That's just disrespectful. Not only is that like disrespectful, but that goes to show like your character. Like, you know, just your immaturity. So no, don't do that. And Casper says, I am 9 because my son is 22. Excuse me, Casper says I am a 9. I'm sorry, did I miss something there? And you say my son is a 22. Oh, you're saying, oh, are you saying the ages of your children? And Esoterica says, does she agree? Oh, your pass number. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, yeah. And so another thing I wanted to touch upon before I get out of here because I'm not going to stay on here too long because I got some tutorials I need to make and I got some more workings I have to do for my clients tonight. I got a couple of my clients stuff, already on my altar over there, that's with the candles and everything going tonight. And so, I've been really working closely with that and listening with the spirits and trying to get any information they're giving me, to their situation and stuff. And the spirits, let me tell you, they're really something else too because they will just like reveal information to you, like, something that you don't even really think about. And, they do that with my readings as well because sometimes, like, I'm listening to my clients and they're telling me all of this stuff, and then, like, my ancestors, my spirits, they'll start showing me these visions and stuff and showing me like what people look like and all of this stuff. And I'll sometimes I'll even stop my client. I'll be like, who is this person with the red hair and freckles, And they'll be like, oh my gosh, that's the person I'm talking about. And a lot of times I'm like, I have no idea who you are, but this is what they're showing me. So when my spirits are showing me like different things about the people, that you're talking about, that's their way of trying to tell you, okay, what I'm telling you is authentic. What I'm telling you is real, because like even in my testimonies, I get reviews and testimonies from, my clients and everything. And on Facebook and my fan page and my business page and everything like that. I mean, I've been getting reviews since I came out on Facebook like almost 2 years ago. So I know I have hundreds of testimonials, clients' testimonials, and things like that. And some people they try to say, "Oh, that's not true. It's fake and all that." But are you kidding me? Like, how many people are going to continue to say that something like that is fake? Like, because I get clients and people that come to me from people that, I've gotten readings with, I've done work for. They they come to me saying this and this person referred you to me. So, you got a lot of people out here who are jealous competitors. I want to say that. And for those of you that know, I see you, Space Ghost. You guys can answer you can ask your questions in the chat. I'm just talking right now because I wanted to get this out instead of like just making a video about it. But, a lot of competitors that are not doing so well or have personal beefs with certain people who are actually excelling and doing well, they are out making, false campaigns, making false reports, making false allegations and things like that against people. They're making, false reports against their stores and things like that. And, I've also experienced that as well. But I'm just letting you all know that, use your intelligence when you're dealing with uh, all of us in the spiritual community, all of us in the spiritualist community, you know, um, get to know who you're talking with, get to know the people who, you want to get help from, because there's so many fake and phony reports and information out there against uh you know, practitioners. I mean, not only just me, but some of the others, like I've seen like fake reports against oh gosh, some people in the royal bloodline and like a sheer star goddess and uh oh gosh, just so many others that I can't even understand, like what did they do, you know what I mean? So, just from my experience with them, they're on the up and up. But at the end of the day, you know who knows what that experience that person had with those people who, that's like a real client, but just from what I've read, it doesn't have anything to do with anything about a client. It's like petty stuff. It's like, people who are also in the community. Okay, people who are also in the community, other practitioners that make those reports and stuff on people. You know what I mean? It's not like any real credible people and everything. So, um, yeah, just use your mind and really understand, because like I said, the people that make false reports about people who are really trying to help people, practitioners, and like myself and stuff like that, it doesn't do anything but bring back blessings, and everything. So it's kind of like what I'm dealing with, as far as like with what I'm dealing with right now as well. And I will tell you this, that someone has said that my store, with they had purchased a lot of items from my store at candlesandmagicalsupplies.com, and said that they lost $800 from I stole 800 and something dollars from them when they shopped at my store, which was, a blatant lie. And when a person has to lie that much on you, it's because you're doing something right, and they know I'm getting blessed. They know that people are coming to me, for my items, and for my services and stuff like that. And they know that people love me, and they know that I have supporters. And yeah, and so esoterica. Okay, so you own a small occult shop, so you know what I'm saying then. Okay, you know these people, I mean, one had even went along the line as someone had bought an item from my store, and it's a picture of it, on my store and everything, what they bought. And so a person had went and said something about, um, this wasn't the item, and they showed like some type of cabinet or whatever with scratches on it, like I had delivered that from a store, just like petty little stuff, and like I said, hey, if you're wondering about my shop, you're wondering about my store, if you see that report and everything, please contact PayPal, ask them about the credibility of my store, and if they ever had any problems, they will tell you. And anybody with common sense would know that if my store was not legit, my store would be taken off of the internet. Like, they are not going to have me being a fraudulent person have my store up on the internet, and people and people buying stuff from my store, and it just be up on there like that. I mean, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna take it down. The cyber people, they're gonna take it down. If it's a bad store like that and I'm ripping people off, they're gonna take it down. They're gonna take it down. So, like I said, if you feel like you go to my store, and if you it's and also on my store, it says it's protected by SiteLock, and it's got the SSL on there. I spend good money to make sure that my site is protected. So that's what I'm talking about. You guys need to watch out. If you are out here in the spiritualist community and stuff like that, you're going to have your competition and little petty people who probably don't even have a store, and you know, they're just, on public service and public assistance and stuff like that, and something's wrong with them, they're going to come for you. And especially if they don't like you or if you don't do anything, what they want you to do. So I'm just putting it out there. Okay, Space Exco says, how do you keep from getting discouraged? I've been learning for a year now and I feel like progress is slow. I want to work with the spirits, but I feel like I wouldn't honor them right or upset them. Okay, Space Ghost. Well, the thing is with that is that you need to make sure that when you go to these spirits, okay, and I would say start with the ancestors first, okay? Start with the ancestors. Don't worry about working with any deities or loas or anything. Start with the ancestors. And when you start with your ancestors, talk to the ones that are for you. Call up on the ones that are for you and ask them to help you, okay? And they will be more likely to not judge you or be upset with you. You want to keep it real with them. Like, when you're praying and all that, or you're at your altar, and they know your heart. They know what you're going through because they're there to help you. And you'd be like, oh my gosh, I haven't been able to really do anything all month. And don't worry about it. Burn some incense, bring them some flowers, do something like that. You don't have to give them food offerings all the time. You know what I mean? Just do what you can. And if you can't do it, you know what I'm saying? You know, just be real with them and in your mind and say, y'all know I've been going through this and I've been hurting, I've been doing this, and I ain't been able to do it. Please, don't leave me. Just work with me. They're gonna work with you. They're not gonna leave you. They are not going to leave you because they are your ancestors. Work with your ancestors first. Like the other deities and loas and other spirits that you conjure and all that, they gonna want their shit. They're gonna expect shit. And even with the Orishas and the Lord, sometimes, they'll be lenient. It depends. But with your ancestors, all you got to do is like mentally talk to them as well, and even sometimes write a petition and put on your altar. They're not there to help you. I mean, they are not there to hurt you. You want to make sure you call upon your ancestors that are there to help you because there are some ancestors that ain't shit and they won't help you. So make sure you call up on the ones that'll help you. Casper G says, I think if personal power was a music note, it would sound like me, 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 me. Is that right? Me, 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 me. Casper G says occult shop. Yes, yes, an occult shop, and I'm gonna put it in the www.candlesandmagicalsupplies.com. I think I spelled that right. That's my website. www.candlesandmagicalsupplies.com. SpaceX Ghost, you are welcome, hon. Esoterica says, I think your magic on point work because she lost a customer. Me. Yes, you guys. And another thing I wanted to touch upon is there's a lot of you know, witch wars going on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. There's a lot of spiritual wars going on. And I just I really don't want to just, put anybody's name out there and all that, but you know, um I've been noticing, that little back and forth with Tata and Golo and the Bokor, Leonard Elmirez, you know. So before I get more into that, do you all know what I'm talking about? Let me know. Esoterica says disrespecting customers flat out is a bad practice. Yes, it is. The customer is always right. Yeah, yeah. And I know one time, actually, a customer of mine, um, she got, she didn't get the item that she was looking for. And so, um, and it was like for some jewelry or whatever. It was all like, around $20 or so. And, you know, I made sure that I got on it and got her what she was wanting, that Monday, that business day. I made sure that she got what she was wanting, and I followed up with her and everything, make sure, and and also, she had got an item, of course, that was incorrect. So I told her, go ahead and keep the incorrect item, and you can keep it for yourself or gift it to someone that you love and care about. Okay. So, I know with me doing that and everything like that, it gave us a good business, client business situation there. And she knows that, like, I'm going to take care of her. And that's the way I want to be, with my clients and my people that come to me. I want y'all to know that, if I'm going to take care of y'all, if y'all want to hire me to help you, or even if you want to get items for my store, I'm going to be there to help you. I'm going to take care of you. That's my job. I mean, without y'all, I'm not going to have anything. And that's what a lot of people seem to forget. They forget that, like, if we didn't have our clients, we wouldn't have anything, you know. And, I'm not saying that I'm not going to, like, try to be disrespected by anybody or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about my clients who are good people and they're wanting services and they're wanting items. I'm gonna take care of y'all. Okay. And Kenna Williams says, "Can I do benedictions on tonight's moon? I have black and red, gray, white, green, silver candles. I have a bowl of crystals charging under the moon right now. Sage, white oak, bark, periwinkle, insight, please." Oh, can I? Yeah, yeah, the full moon. The full moon, you can do all types of workings. And actually, I think you wasn't in the chat earlier, but I'm getting ready to do a tutorial here, and it's got to do with dark work. Okay, it's got to do with some banishing work. So yeah, it's okay to do it on the full moon. You can do any type of workings on the full moon. I know the thing with the waning moon, it's good to do dark work or whatever. Also, with the new moon, you want to bring in new things.
new workings. And I'm going to be working with some new spirits with my clients. So I'm going to be ushering in a couple of new spirits that I'm going to be working with the new moon coming up after the full moon. So with the new moon, you want to bring in new things, new money, new relationships, things like that, But with the full moon, you can do that as well. The full moon is like, I want you to think of it as like a universal thing. You can work with what you have. Okay, Esoterica says MP is very disrespectful right after a working too. Of course, messed it up because I was pissed. Never will she get my business again. Esoterica, who is MP? I'm sorry. And who's MP, honey? Oh, oh, okay. That's who you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been trying to get away from that little energy vampire. She's a little baiter, a little energy vampire. She's washed up, has been, and she tries to connect herself to people like me, YouTubers like me, that really have something going on, so she could try to, continue to be relevant and everything, because nobody's really checking for her, and ever since we had that beef, like I said, her, even in her own uh statements or whatever, she was saying she's been getting more subscribers and stuff since uh all of this stuff has happened or whatever. And it's just, I really don't like to go back and forth with people, who have mental situations and things like that. That's not what I really want to be about. I really don't. So that's why I haven't been saying anything about him. I haven't really been saying anything about him. Like, but people are contacting me saying he's still going on about me, and obviously he got a nickname for me, HPK, and everything like that. So yeah, I went over, to say some things to see if he would leave me alone. What was his problem? Why won't he just leave me alone? But he won't. He can't because he's obsessed. He's thinking he's created this thing in his mind about me, and he doesn't really even know me. Like, we've never even had a conversation with each other, you know. Seriously. And he's a Gemini. Well, I really had no idea what zodiac sign, that person was. But like I said, I will say this. I did watch his videos, uh, from years ago, and I thought, that person back then was cool. But that person who he is now, not so cool. So, I mean, really, I don't have time to put my energy into anything like that anymore, because it's nothing but, you know, uh, just a vampire. It's not even really a witch. And someone that constantly has to talk about somebody, not being this and being a scammer and all of that stuff like that. They're just self-projecting, because that's what they really know that they are. And everybody that's intelligent knows these things. It just thinks that because people like y'all are coming to it for work that y'all must be dumb or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, yeah, so that's why it thinks that it can just talk to y'all like that and think that it'd be okay. That's the reason why it talks to me like that and thinks, it's gonna be okay, and nobody's not gonna say anything. Yeah, but it's really just a waste of time to go back and forth with somebody like that because they won't ever stop. I mean, they need someone like me, to continue to, make a name, to be relevant, because their own, YouTube channel is washed up. Nobody want to listen to someone who's so negative like that all the time. A lot of people they want to come to people's channel to get to get questions answered and different things like that. And you guys work with me because I got these earphones on, so I want to make sure I'm speaking clearly. So yeah. But anyway, enough about that. You know, um, it is what it is. The spirits are handling that over there. You know, I've been doing pretty good over here on my own. And like I said, I got a tutorial coming out that one of my sister witches in the Let's Talk Magic group, which is Jasmine Atkins group, and she gave me the permission to go ahead and do uh, this root work tutorial. And it's not anything hard. It is something that will that you'll be able to do if you're a practitioner, okay? And another thing is that, if you feel that you can't do this on your own or behind your own closed doors, then you can always hire me to help you. And like I said, sometimes you need more than one witch. You need more than one spiritualist, because I know, like, and I don't go by the Bible or anything, but just from what my grandmother taught me is that, even you need two or more sometimes, two or more that are gathered together to get results. So that's the reason why I have a coven. I've seen my grandmother, be close with a lot of, different, witches and I want to call ministers and different things like that. My mama, she was cool like that. Like she just knew. So I saw that and I saw them getting results. And, I remember my memo, okay, there was a lady and I think she was having problems like with her husband and, he was messing around or whatever. He wouldn't come home. And she had invited us over to her home. And this was like in one of them old Indian country towns in Oklahoma. And I remember like they were very, very poor. And my mama had told me, she said, if she offers you something, she said, don't accept it because we're not going to eat their food, But I was a kid. I was like, thinking to myself, okay, okay, and I was hungry, being a kid. Me and my sister, it was actually me and my sister. My brother wasn't even born then, but it was me and my sister. I'm going to make this story real quick, okay? So anyway, she invited us into her house, and this was a black lady, and she was a little petite lady, very very pretty. And I remember she had glasses, and I remember like she was just very very small. And when she invited us into her home, it was like they had dirt floors, y'all. They did not have floors like you and us have floors. Okay, I'm 43 years old, so I'm telling you how it was back then for a lot of black people. I mean, it was a lot of white people like that too, I'm sure. But we were in the country, okay? So, and my mama, she had came to one of my memo services that she had gave because she did services with other ministers and stuff like that, and she wanted my mema's help, my grandmother's help. So we had went to her house after service, and she had this dirt floor, but in this dirt floor in the middle of her front room, it was like this oh gosh, it was like this chimney thing. I want to call, I say a chimney thing, but it was like a stove, it was a cooker and everything. And she turned it on, and the thing was like through the ceiling, right? It's like nothing that we would normally see today, but the smoke went out through the ceiling and everything. And and she spoke kind of funny. And we kids, we came in there and everything. And my mama was like, she was talking to her and everything, and all of a sudden it just started smelling good and everything. And she was like, "Well, I got some beans cooking in here. Y'all want some?" And I remember she looked right at me, and I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And my memo was like, "Nah, I told y'all not to say y'all wanted anything." And I was like, "I didn't care. Them beans taste so good." Shoot, I didn't care. I know that woman was looking at me like, you want these beans, little girl. And I was like, yeah, I know I want them beans too, Mel. Put them on in them bowl. Put it in that bowl. Thank you. But I still think about my mama. She was mad at us too when we got in the car. She was like, I told y'all I didn't want y'all to get anything from that lady. But anyway, make a long story short, after we had ate and everything, her and my mama, they went to the back room, you know what I'm saying? Or, my mama, she's like, I don't want to do certain things in front of the children, in front of, the kids and everything. She didn't want to do certain things in front of the children. So, I already knew what that was all about. And I heard them back in there was the praying and, hot, calling, God and everything like that. And she was crying and all that. So yeah, and I remember like it was like maybe a month or two later, we had went back down to the little old country town in Oklahoma. I think they call it Summit, Oklahoma. And she was in church with with her husband. She got them on in the church. Uh-huh. Okay. So I'm getting back into this Google Hangout here, y'all. I'm sorry. My spirit must be coming through me. I'm thinking about her a lot tonight. She must want me to talk to y'all tonight. So okay, Esoteric says yes. I like a respectful witch to help boost my workings. Yeah, yeah. You do need a witch that respects you, and that's what I was saying. I had to clean my coven out because um, I had invited some new people into my coven, but I didn't really, connect with them to see if they were really there to help and were for me, which I might have to clean out my coven again because you want to make sure that you have the respect of your coven. You want to make sure that you have the respect of the people that you're working for or the people that's trying to help you. Because if you don't have that respect, nothing is going to work. It's not. And that's why, a lot of people, they keep their covens really, really tight and really, really small. You know, a lot of people that have big, big covens, they have people that, you know, they really, really are dedicated. Okay, you guys, I've been talking long enough. I have. I'm gonna get to the chat. You guys got any questions in the chat? Like I said, there's been a lot of spiritual wars going on. A lot. And I was just thinking that my spiritual war was over. But I guess not, because people still talking about me. Yes, yes. So yeah, but I'm gonna touch on this subject, and I don't know if you all can still hear me or not, but I'm gonna touch on this subject because everybody's been talking about it, and it's about that Tata and Golo beef with Leonard Amira, the Bokor, and everything like that. And let me tell you guys something. They've been going back and forth for a little while now, but you know, from what we all could see is that Tata and Golo didn't come for him first. Leonard Amira, the Bokor, came for him first. And really, put him out there like that, like put his name and stuff out there and all that. And Tata Angolo, he been getting attacked. He was attacked for like I know for a year because he was even saying it like other um practitioners were attacking him as well. So I guess they all got together and attacked him because they ran him off like for about a year and a half or two or whatever they were saying. And so yeah, I mean, like now it seems like, Tata Angolo, he giving the Bacor their business, and all that. So, it is what it is. You know, I don't have nothing to do with that, but everybody's just, looking back watching and, you know, and like I said, witch wars sometimes they last forever. They don't stop until one person die. I've seen it happen with my own grandmother. They fight and fight and fight for years until one of them die. I know my mama had a fight with this one witch, and she got so sick. That witch got so sick that she actually sent her son to ask my mama to pray for him, to pray for her. She got so sick that she sent her son to ask my mama to pray for him. And I remember my mother and my aunts and them, and they was like, nah, nah, don't pray for that bitch. Like don't pray for her. All the shit she be because she put my mama through the shit, but she knew that my mama was the one that put that shit on her, and she had to come and ask for my mom's forgiveness because you just don't go around fucking with people for no reason. If a person tell you leave me the fuck alone, that means leave me the fuck alone because you don't know what type of ancestors they working with. You know, you don't know who they got on their back. So don't go fucking around with people that be telling you. If I'm telling you, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Back off. Leave me alone. I mean that. Leave me alone. Like, I'm telling you, leave me alone. Or you'll be coming to me asking me to help you. Please pray for me. Please help me get this shit off me. I'm sick. What's wrong with me? I'm telling you. Your spirit's gonna let you know it's because she was fucking with Kathy. That's the reason why your ass is crossed up. When I tell you, leave me alone, it's because I'm highly protected in this shit. Leave me alone. If I don't want to show my face, if I don't want to show who I truly am on YouTube, so what? Leave me alone. That's what I'm telling you. You don't know who you're messing with. You thinking you powerful and all that shit, and you know you not. You know who I'm talking. Y'all know who I'm talking about right now. The spirit coming in me. You know who I'm talking about right now. If I'm telling you, leave me alone. It's for your own good. It's for your own good. Because I'm telling you, I'm 43 years old. I'm going to be 50 in a few years. And your ass is 20 something in your early 30s and you fucking with a seasoned witch and you talking all this shit. You messing with people that you don't even understand their bloodline and how many spirits they got protecting them. You don't understand. When we tell you, Mystic Persia, when we tell you, leave us the fuck alone, bitch, we telling you, leave us the fuck alone. That's what I'm telling you right now. And let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. Do not pass me by. I'm calling Savior. Oh, Savior. Safe and secure from all of all. Savior, I'm talking Savior. Do not pass me by. And that's what they sung at that woman's funeral. Y'all don't hear me though. Esoteric says, laughing out loud, I was watching Bakar's video and a spirit was reading him down. Yeah, yeah, I know. I saw like he been making like how many videos back to back since the past couple of days since Tata read him fulfill. I mean, uh, like 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Space Ghost says, Amen. Castle says, bless you. Sister says, why do you come into her chat? So, just wondering. Sister said, would you be willing to work with the new witch or talk to get to know each other? I bought her. You know what? Uh-uh. You know, and I would just say, really, it depends because a lot of witches, it's kind of like, You have to really discern who you're, really gonna work with, like especially on a bartering thing. No, not on a bartering thing. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Castle says, bless you. Oh, bless you too. Esoteric says, Baron Samedi says, Barker is a scammer. Well, you know what? Honestly, I can't say that young man is a scammer and everything like that. I mean, I'm not just gonna say it out my mouth like I'm just saying it about him, even though I know he would probably say that about me. Someone like me, like I'm a scammer. Just listening to some of his videos, talk about people who are spell casters are lazy and stuff like that. I can see where I'm sure I'm not a fan. I'm sure I'm not one of his fans and stuff like that. But whether or not he's doing the work, you know, um, I'm not gonna put that part out there about my opinion with that. But like I said, like I will say, is that ever since the stuff that's going on between him and Tata and Golo, and he's been getting like back into the church. He been quoting the Bible scriptures and Psalms and Corinthians chapter 33, verse 455. Like, hey, I'm the, and you know what? I mean, like, he is that type of dude. He goes after people, he bullies people and stuff. I mean, you're not gonna see me do that. The only time I go after people is when they have gone after me. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Y'all have not seen me go after any other person like that on YouTube. Even when I had that thing with me and Magic Con, and I gave her a shout out because I did one of her videos. I did the ammonia jar spell and everything like that. She didn't like that or whatever. And, she said some stuff, but, I didn't even respond back to it because I'm like, wow, she feeling like that. And, I'm just, trying to be a cool person on YouTube, just showing her that I respect, you know, her spell or whatever, that she did. And just, I just really, I came, I did it out of true intentions. I did it with a true heart. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do the video to like try to show her up or anything like that, but she took it that way. And I can understand because a lot of these motherfuckers on YouTube, they crazy. So, I can see that, but I never bothered her after that. I never said anything to her, and that was that, like really. Hey, Nine Roots. Nine Roots. Hey, I'm finally figuring all of this out. Nine Roots, you the homie. You know what I'm saying? You the homie. You know what I'm saying? So please don't let what anybody else say about me distract anything. You are so cool with me. I can't wait to get your products. Like I said, I'm gonna make a video about them and everything. Like Nairus is a truth. He's a true bruja. He's a true witch. I mean, he's connected to nature. He got his own herbs. He do his own things. I can't wait to get a gift from you because I know it'll be a wonderful thing. It's nothing like I said, getting a gift from another witch, another spiritualist, and everything like that. So, now Roos is on my personal page, and I don't let a lot of people on my personal page at all because a lot of people wouldn't be able to, they wouldn't be able to understand how crazy I can really be. They will be like, but now, Ruth, I know you see how I really am now, right? Yes. Naru says, "Thank you, Kathy. I look forward to it also." Yes, yes. I'm telling you, you're a cool guy. You're a cool guy. You're good people and everything. And I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character. Some people, you know, I just, they come at me and I don't know, they just think like I don't see them for what they really are, but and sometimes I'll even entertain them. I have a little game with them and everything, and it'll go on for months, and then when they think they're gonna strike at me and everything, and it don't work out the way that they plan, and they get their feelings hurt, and then they want to go out of campaign and come against the high priestess Kathy and everything like that, and then I'm laughing at the whole time because I'm like, I knew who you were the whole time. Oh gosh, I love it. Oh my god. Naru says yes, and I'm getting life. Yes. Naru says, "You are so cool. I'm glad we could connect." They think they can get one over on a badass witch. I know that's right, Naru. They be thinking they can get over on us, but they can't. They can't. We see the real deal. We just let them we just let them do their shows, right? Look, the cackling witch coming out, y'all. We just let them do their shows. I'm not even going to listen to this show back because I know I'm all turned up tonight. Oh my goodness gracious. Gotta let the kids play. That's right. Gotta let the kids play. Gotta let the kids play. Well, I finally figured out this Google Hangout thing, which is better than the other live stream thing because that wasn't working out. Yes. And somebody named A is in the building. Space Ghost. You like my laugh, Space Ghost? Yes. And one of these days, I'm gonna get it to where y'all can actually talk to me, because I know they be having like Google Hangouts, right, where everybody's talking with everybody, like back and forth and everything. That's what I want to do. I want to hear y'all talking too while I'm talking. Yeah, I got this figured out. I got my headphones in now. Y'all can hear me clear. Yes. Yeah, so this full moon, like I said, you guys, I'm in the middle of doing work. I'm making this tutorial tonight. As soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna finish this tutorial tonight, that I've been, saying I was gonna do. And of course, it had to do one of the young ladies from the Let's Talk Magic group, which is Jasmine Atten's group on Facebook. She had this spell, and I really wanted to do this spell because I saw her get great results, and it's an old hoodoo spell. And like y'all know, I come from a hoodoo background, voodoo background too, and so every house is different with what they do and they workings that they do. So when I saw this, I was like, I said, well, let me try this. I want to try this. And I'm actually trying this for a client tonight as well. Something personal for me, and then something for a client. So, I'm not going to get all into the details, but, that's what I'm, doing. So I know it's about like 4:30 where I am right now. So I'm probably going to get off of here probably in about 15 or 20 minutes so I can take care of what I need to do. Oh, and if you guys want to contact me for a reading or a consultation, please hit me up at High Priestess Kathy at yahoo.com or High Priestess Kathy at gmail.com. I will have a link in the description box of this Google Hangout or this show and everything, and I will send you my information. I do PayPal, of course. That's my main thing. I'm verified with PayPal. I'm on the up and up, so you can PayPal me. And I also do Google Wallet. I do MoneyGram. I wouldn't. I do MoneyGram like at a last cause, okay? But you could do Google Wallet. And I know some of you say, well, I don't have a credit card or anything, but don't worry about it. Just go to a Walmart or go to a convenience store and put you like $45, on a prepaid card. And you can do that. I mean, you can, and it'll have the numbers you can enter into the Google Wallet or the PayPal. The people from PayPal, they'd be happy to help you. Like, they're very helpful. And so for those of you that don't have a card, there's no excuse these days. If you really want to talk to me and everything like that, get you a prepaid card and go from there. Okay, I says hi, and Space Ghost says, I like her spells. Work for me. No free. Casper says, no free reading. Ghost, what spell worked for you, hon? Did you tried some of my spells? Casper, at the moment, no, it's no free readings, but if you get something from my store, you'll be entered into a free reading. I'm having a drawing for a free reading for the people that order items from our stores, which is like all magical products, candles, incense, things like that. So at the end of the month, I'll be pulling a drawing for a free reading. But no, I don't do any free readings. I'm really past that point in my life. Now, if spirit directs someone to me, then I'll give them a free reading. Every now and then I might do a free reading, but like just normally, no, because a lot of people want to take advantage, and I've been through that too. They'll take advantage and they'll want to keep you talking for an hour, 2 hours, and with no payment, and that's just not right. That's just not fair. I mean, like, would you want to go into a store and go shopping and you know uh you're getting all of these clothes and stuff like that, and then someone tells you, okay, well, don't pay for that. Well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. Well, that sounds like a good thing, but y'all know what I mean. Let me see. Space Ghost says, yes, the benefit spell from you and the money spell from Jasmine I live for. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things from Jasmine's money spells too. Yeah. And I also have my own money oil and stuff like that. And I get a lot of people that like my money work and things like that. And I'm really good about manifesting money myself. That's one of my strong points. Namru says that voice chat with Google sounds awesome. YouTube needs to catch up. As you can hear me, one of the young ladies earlier, let me see, esoteric, she told me how to work this out and everything. And yeah, it does sound so much better. I just can't wait until I can figure it out where I can hear you guys talk with me. Like I could sit back and hear you guys talk. If that's possible. I think that's possible. I think I've seen some shows where everyone can chime in and talk, right? Looking down here, so okay. Nine says, "Oh, the sound quality is great." Man, Nine Roots, I appreciate the feedback. That means a lot. Yeah, so now I know what I really need to do. That other thing that I was doing, I need to cut that out. Yeah, this was better. Yeah, this is better. So now, Roots, you didn't miss a whole lot earlier. I was just talking about my life when I was a little girl and my grandmother and all of this stuff, and how they was, doing, you know, they didn't call it hoodoo and stuff back then. They called it that stuff or that work or that juju. It was like it wasn't talked about. Like I don't even think they really had a word for it. They just call it that stuff or that stuff. So the hoodoo term, I'm really like wondering like where did the term come from? That's what I like. Did it just happen like the past 50 years or something like that? Like, you know, because, they didn't say that back then when I was younger. But you guys, I'm not going to hold you long. I mean, I think I have exhausted all of my mental capacities here in entertaining. So, like a lot of them like to say, we're entertaining people. So, yeah, let me entertain everyone. Yeah, and oh yeah, for you guys that like are interested in my singing and everything like that. I turned that drama channel into like a singing channel. And Nine Ruth says, yes, good question. That's an interesting question to think on. It's perfectly possible it appeared sometime within the last 50 to 100 years. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking because they didn't, and it was always something that was, of course, in my household, in my grandmother's household, my great grandmother, her mother, what I'm saying? It was always something, my uncles and stuff, like my uncle, like he bagged his wife through doing some work. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I won't get all into that, but yeah. So anyway, I'm like, why in the world, you know, it just, but I'll find out. I'll find it out, you know, So, that goes back to what I was talking about is that, hoodoo back then, if you want to call it hoodoo, um, when they were doing the darker stuff, they did not use the Bible. They didn't, because they did not believe that the good book, quote, the good book, the Bible, would be something that they could incorporate, or work with. They were going into, to like the devil, or they will say demons or the dark stuff. When they was going in the backwoods to get abortions and all that stuff, they wasn't calling up on Jesus, okay, back then. So um yeah, so this is something that has to, have just kind of circled up or whatever, or maybe a different house had decided to call upon the scriptures to do dark work like that. Because even if you're going into, black people from the South that's really into Christianity and stuff like that, they are not promoting any type of hoodoo, nothing. Like, they are not acknowledging that stuff like that. Like, they just not. And I grew up in the church too, so no, that's just not like, I knew that, like, that's just not something that you use the Bible with. It was something that was totally different, because the Bible was sacred. You didn't use the Bible in doing stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. Things change. I understand that things change. And so that's why I was like curious to where, like, maybe like what hoodoo house started that. Because when I grew up and all them different people I was around when I was a kid and all that, I mean, they just didn't do that. So it could be, maybe it was just, from people from a different state too. So yeah, that's something that I'm really curious to find, because you got some people out here talking about it's authentic hoodoo, and uh uh-uh, you know, no, not way back in the day. No, they wasn't using nothing about Jesus Christ and no devil and dark worship. So, this has got to be something recent and stuff coming up, So yeah, that's all I'm saying. People, they done got Psalms together. They want to use Psalms and everything, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with using Psalms, but you know, uh, they wasn't using Psalms in dark hoodoo back then. I'm just telling y'all. Okay? So yeah. Nauru says, wow, my family is the opposite. No workers anywhere. And Nauru says, oh yeah, time to find out what authentic really means. Yeah. I mean, because like, it don't make no sense. You don't need the Bible to do hoodoo. You can use it. You can use anything when you're working with folklore, African American folklore, or the spirits. You can use anything. You can use the Quran. You can use you know the Torah, the Jewish. You can use whatever. When you're working with African American folklore, or hoodoo or whatever. But as far as like hoodoo having a Bible in it and it being authentic, not back then, but it has to be something that has came, later on and stuff. And so people are taking that as gospel. That's the best thing I can say. Casper G says, my moonlight is being blocked by rain clouds. Yeah, and you know what? It's raining over here where I am too. And um I still got my jars of water out there on my patio, so you know. Sometimes moonlight and rain can be a good thing. So, oh, that rhymed. Sometimes moonlight and rain can be a good thing. Oh my gosh, how long have I been on here, you guys? It's like, okay, I'm gonna get up on here for probably about 10 or 15 more minutes and then I'm going to get off of here. Did you guys have any questions before I go? Naru says the surface up here, I'm jealous. Naru, where are you again? You said the surf, so you must be near a beach. Space X Goddess says agreed. No, the sun. Okay, you guys, and another thing, I am going to put a link in the description box here. Naru says, New York, laughing my ass off. I'm going surfing in the lake. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh. I love lakes too. You know, yeah. I remember, yeah, just like, I love to look at lakes and stuff like that to see all that body of water and just to think everything that's in it. And, you know, you know, when I was a young girl, you know, I was fearless. It seems like I would just go into the water, to the lake water. I didn't care. And sometimes they would throw us in the water too. But now as I'm older and I go by and I see a lake and I just look at the lake and I'm looking at the lake like, oh, I'm not going into that lake. I don't know. Maybe it's coming with my age or whatever, but I'm like, oh hell no. I'm not getting into that lake. So I don't know what happened to me through the years, but shoot, when I was a little girl, in my country days, especially because we lived in the country and we lived in the city in the hood, growing up. But when we was in the country, my uncles and stuff, we all go out there swimming or whatever, and they throw us in the lake. I couldn't wait to get my happy ass out there in that water. But now I look at that lake like, oh hell no, I'm not getting in it. Wow, ain't that something? Naru says, oh, hold on, let me scroll back down here. Because I'm so happy I woke up and got to hear you. I love the lake here. It's a special place for me. I know I love the lakes too. Yeah, especially when I go back to my hometown and everything. They got a lake out there and it's kind of hard to get at, but yeah, when I'm out there, it's like all of these memories come back, and yeah, it's a beautiful place, just peaceful. Until the water moccasins swim by, and then it's time to go. Bye bye. And I see the water moccasins swimming with their head in the lake. It's time to go. Bye bye. Okay, let me see. Space Girl says, as an empath, is it okay for me to use the moon for energy? If that makes sense. Certain people make my stomach turn. Yes, yes, it is. It is okay. It is okay. You want to use your moon. You want to use the moon for energy. And actually, me and another person was talking earlier about the moon being great for women, especially if you're on your menstrual cycle. It's good for cleansing. You want to sit in the moon, sit in the moonlight, not sit in the moon, but sit in the moonlight, chant, lay in the moonlight, maybe sit on top of your car or something like that and just embrace the moonlight, stare into the moon and cleanse yourself. And I don't know about a lot of you, but during this full moon in Scorpio, it has a lot to do with cleansing. I know I've been feeling myself being like detoxed a lot. Like, I don't mean to sound gross or anything, but have a lot of you been feeling like you want to go to the bathroom a lot or something like that the past couple of days? Because I've been feeling that way. And then when that brother brought that topic to me in my group, and now Roots, you're in my group. Everything you want to know about, hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft, etc. You're in my group. When he had said that, I was like, yeah. I said, that's. I've been feeling like my body's been naturally detoxing without me having to do anything. So yeah, I mean, yes. Therapist G says, I find your live chat at 5:55 a.m. Oshun time. Oshun, Oshun, Oshun. How I love Oshun. She's my goddess, my deity. She works with me. Oshun, Oshun, Oshun. My beautiful Oshun, Oshun, the goddess of running water, the goddess of fertility, the goddess of light, the goddess of darkness, the goddess of life, alive. Oshun. And I'm sitting right here next to my altar with my goddess, Oshun, Mama Oshun, loving mother, protecting mother. Nanwa says, I felt that way. Also, funny enough, I didn't connect it with that until now. Yeah. Well, you guys, I am going to go because I have to get these tutorials out to y'all this morning. If I don't do it now, then I won't do it. But I want y'all to be on the lookout for them because I got everything already prepped here and everything. So that's a good thing, right? Yes. And also, when At the end of this video, I'll make sure to send, like I said, the other YouTube channel, that I have. It's called Songs from Spirit. And it's all about the spirit that has been helping me to sing because I really haven't been able to sing before. And I've used witchcraft to learn how to sing. So the spirit is helping me a lot. And a lot of people tell me that they like my singing, that they like, the songs and everything. So I made that YouTube channel over there to protect the songs and also so that people can enjoy the song. And if you want to just, listen back to them, that they'll be there. I think I only have 2 songs over there right now, but the songs that I have sung, I'm going to make sure that I have all of them over there. Okay, you guys? Oshun, Oshun, Oshun. I love Mama Oshun. Yes, I do. And with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go and you all have a great night, all right? Bye-bye. And Nine Roots, I'll see you on the other side in the group, all right? Bye-bye.